Our time in France had started to come to a close, and it was almost time for us to leave the gîte. And we had to prioritise and make sure we had all of the essentials packed, including Ruby.
A friend of ours had recommended that we visit Jumilhac le Grand. Now I'll apologise to any French person listening because I'm sure I've said that incorrectly. However, she said the chateau there was stunning, and she wasn't wrong. It was absolutely beautiful and had such a unique roofline. Jumilhac le Grand is one of those villages where the landscape suddenly opens up and you see the chateau, and the chateau really is one of the main features. The village itself was absolutely charming, and we did spend some time having a look around and getting a drink in one of the local bars and chatting to the locals, who were incredibly friendly. But the chateau's silhouette is unforgettable. The extravagant roofs bristling with pepper pot towers, pyramids, and alchemical symbols that you won't find anywhere else in France. The chateau has watched over the region for centuries and was built somewhere between the 13th and 17th centuries. It actually began as a medieval fortress before being transformed into the Renaissance residence. You can still see the evolution in the stone and the original defensive towers standing beside elegant wings that were added later.
Oh wow.
I think we walk all the way around here.
The chateau has a really rich history, and some of it's documented throughout the rooms when you visit them. One of the interesting things was that it was actually a strategic stronghold in the chaos of the 100-Year War. For nearly a decade, English forces, under Edward, the Black Prince, occupied the chateau, using its height to control the valley and the movement of troops. The village below lived under foreign rule, and the chateau's towers became instruments of domination. However, in 1370, the tide turns, and the French forces were able to claim the chateau back. Another interesting point is that the chateau is linked to alchemy, because a lot of the roof lines have the alchemical symbols in, and they were actually created by Antoine Chapelle, the first Count of Jumilhac. He practiced alchemy in secret during the late 16th and early 17th century. If you look closely at the rooftops, you'll see symbols everywhere. Angels, lions, birds, geometric shapes, and finials that represent the 3 essential principles of alchemist's quest. These aren't decorations, they're coded messages, a stone manuscript describing the path towards transformation, purification, and the mythical philosopher's stone. Another interesting story is that of Louise de Hautefort. She actually married into the Jumilhac family, but she was secretly in love with another man. Her jealous husband locked her away, and she was probably one of the chateau's most tragic souls. She spent her days spinning a wheel, weaving secret messages of love into her thread. If you ever find yourself in the area, I would highly recommend a trip to the town and to the chateau.